I'll try my best. Your Excellencies, Ambassador Sheikh, President Infantino, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. We convene tonight to celebrate. There goes my sheet. Canada to the rescue. As always, I appreciate it. You see the importance of feet? It will always be more important than hands, to us at least. Thank you very much for that say, by the way. So, we convene tonight to celebrate and mark the World Cup and International Day of Football. Now, I'm definitely biased considering the effect that this has had on my own life. But we are talking about the world's greatest cultural festival and the world's greatest sport. The one singular event that once every 4 years captivates humanity in a manner that no other comes close to. No other moment, sporting or otherwise, unites men and women, boys and girls, in every corner of this earth, like the World Cup. Now, 3.5 years ago in my country, Qatar, we had the precious and unique privilege of hosting the world's greatest cultural event. A privilege enhanced with even deeper meaning, as this was the first time the World Cup would be held in the Middle East. Our country is very proud of what we achieved in 2022, and it truly is a landmark moment in our national and regional history. From the beginning, we approached our hosting responsibilities recognizing the transformative power of the event. We understood that this was much more than football. We understood that the World Cup had the potential to serve as a catalyst for tangible legacy on human levels, on a cultural level, on a social level. We implemented our plans with this vision always in the front of our mind, as well as ensuring that infrastructure requirements fitted the country's vision and would continue to serve Qatar for the decades that would follow 2022. Now, the unique compact nature of the tournament meant that 1.5 million visitors from every continent and virtually every country in the world were brought together. In public spaces and in local landmarks, fans from everywhere gathered together. Mexicans, Argentinians, Ghanaians, Germans, French, everybody, including fans from non-participating countries that were there to support an adopted team and to taste and soak in the feeling of being around the world's greatest event. And it was more meaningful for us as Qataris, as Arabs, as Muslims, to show the world our capabilities on this stage, to show the world that non-traditional hosts can do it too, in our own way. Proud to share our culture, to share our history and our traditions, and very proud to share our hospitality, our sense of welcoming, and I think more important than all of that, our unique and combined love for football. Now, while we maintain the nucleus of Qataris at the core of our workforce, our tournament was delivered by teams of people representing every corner of this planet, working together to deliver a powerful and momentous tournament for everyone involved, and one that made us all proud. 2022 was a moment of time where the world saw us in a different way. It provided a precious opportunity to cut through decades and centuries of assumptions and misconceptions. It showcased the true spirit of the Arab world and the global South. Those who visited in person shared in a true carnival atmosphere where lasting friendships and bonds were formed and lifelong memories experienced. Now, for me personally, I always recall a specific story or a specific incident. I met a fan from Scotland. His national team was not there, but him and his son decided to travel and come to Qatar to experience this event for himself. Now, he spoke so fondly of his experience and the atmosphere, the hospitality, understanding our region better, and experiencing this historic World Cup, and these moments that deepened the bond between him and his son. Now, he wrote to me after the World Cup. He talked about how this was a trip of a lifetime, and that the region would continue to stay close to his heart forever. He even sent me a list of books he was reading about the history of the Arab world and his desire to understand us even more. It's a perfect example of visiting fans leaving Qatar with a refreshed perception of our country and our people. Now, in 2022, cultural understanding was enhanced in the most meaningful way through celebrating our differences and celebrating our shared humanity through our combined love of football. and through the World Cup. Now, just to go back a little bit, in the same building almost more than 10 years ago, I was fortunate enough to speak next to Secretary General Ban Ki-moon, and I referenced moments in the past where the World Cup had created singular moments of history for host countries. I referenced 1954 when West Germany won the World Cup and how that signified its re-entry to its international community, to the international community. I referenced 2006 when again Germany hosted World Cup 16 years after unification and showcased its confidence as a modern unified nation through hosting an incredible tournament. And I also referenced South Africa,